Welcome to science class. Let me summarize the lesson. The separation of substances from a mixture. Children, in this lesson we studied why the substances should be separated from a mixture, and also the methods to separate different substances. Some are mixed, they are miscible, and some are not mixing, they are called immiscible substances. Miscible substances, nothing but they mix in the water easily, they dissolve in the water easily. They are salt, sugar, jaggery, etc. Immiscible substances, they do not mix in the dissolve in the water, they are immiscible, such as sand, wood, sawdust, stone pieces, etc. Glass, etc. Metal things also do not dissolve in the water, they are immiscible. The mixture is physical combination of two or more substances. Physical means we can separate by seeing them. We can see the substances in the mixture. We can easily separate them. They are hand picking method, sieving, winnowing, and also threshing method. Hand picking method is used to separate slightly large sized particles present in small quantity. Grains are separated from their stalks by threshing method. Lighter and heavier particles in a mixture are separated by winnowing method. Very small particles of different sizes are separated by sieving. And immiscible liquids are separated by separating funnel method. Immiscible liquids means when water and oils or water and ghee are mixed, we can separate them by using funnel method. We also studied sedimentation, decantation, filtration methods to separate the substances which are heavier component in a mixture, which are settled and which are in between, and some are floating by method of sedimentation, decantation and filtration method. Another method of separation, when the substances do not dissolve after some time. For example, let's have an activity to show. Let's take a glass of water and another bowl with the sugar, or you can take salt. Go on putting salt in it. First 1 spoon of salt, then stir it well. What happens? The sugar or salt will dissolve in the water. That means salt disappears in the water. After some time, the salt particles mix with the water molecules. Then add 1 more spoon of salt to the water. Let us see, does it also dissolve in the water? Let us see what will happen. So, some salt will remain at the bottom. You can see all the salt I put in the water will not dissolve in the water. Some salt remains at the bottom. What happens? Why it happens, children? This is called saturation point. This means that no more salt can be dissolved in the amount of water we have taken. So it depends on the quantity of water, and the solution is said to be saturated. Now the solution is saturated. When the salts started remaining in the bottom of the container, the solution becomes, this is salt solution, it becomes saturated. This is said to be saturated. But is there a way to make the salt still to dissolve in the solution? Yes, we can make still the salt to dissolve in the water by heating. By heating the solution, we can make still dissolving of the salt in the water. But we cannot make heating this glass. You have to take this solution in any bowl, then start heating. Again, the remaining salt will also start dissolving in the water. It means we find that water dissolves different substances in different amounts. So, separating substances, some of the methods of separation presented in this chapter are also used in the science laboratory. You also do and see, children. You can also observe the salt at what quantity of water dissolves and remains at the bottom of the container. We also learned that a solution is prepared by dissolving a substance in liquid. A solution is said to be saturated if it cannot dissolve more of the substance in it. So this completes your separation of substances unit. Students, all of you have to do sedimentation, filtration and decantation of separation of substances, and also you can show hand picking. If you want also, you can show threshing or winnowing also. I asked you to draw the diagrams. Today you have to do and show. Okay? When I call you, that time you have to show one by one. By evening I will call you to show your experiments. Children, be ready by 7:15. Today also I will call you to see your decantation, sedimentation and filtration methods. Let me see how you prepare and show. Now let's come to the exercises. Why do we need to separate different components of a mixture? Give an example. Okay, children, I will give you written ready question answers, but let me solve one by one now. You can also answer to separate useful and non-useful substances, to get rid of impurities, to use the substances of a mixture separately. Examples: hand picking and threshing methods. Okay, 3 points you have to write like this. I will give you question answers. What is winnowing? Where is it used? Okay, winnowing is the method of separation where the farmers beat lighter and heavier particles in a mixture are separated by wind, by winnowing. And the people are using this method in common method used in fields by farmers in a large quantity. Third question: how will you separate husk or dust particles from a given sample of pulses before cooking? So before cooking, what your mother does, you might have observed, it is by hand picking method. I also shown you in before cooking the rice. First we have to clean it. You have to search for any dust particles or sawdust or husk of paddy or any insects or small pieces of stones, sand pieces. You have to separate from hand picking method. What is sieving? Where is it used? Sieving method is used in the differences in the size of particles in a mixture is utilized to separate them by the process of sieving. So sieving is done to separate larger particles from smaller particles. Question number 5. How will you separate sand and water from their mixture? So sand and water mixture can be separated by means of a filtration method. Is it possible to separate sugar mixed with wheat flour? If yes, how will you do it? Yes, sugar and wheat flour can be separated by method of sieving. Flour particles are very smaller particles, whereas sugar is mixed with the flour. Sugar particles are bigger than the wheat flour. We can separate them by sieving method. 7th one, how would you obtain clear water from a sample of muddy water? First we have to make it settle down, that is sedimentation. Then we have to separate it to another container, that is decantation. After that we have to take a filter paper or filter to separate it by muddy water, that is filtration, to get clean water. Fill up the blanks. The method of separating seeds of paddy from its stalk is called threshing method. When milk cooled after boiling is poured into a piece of cloth, the cream malai is left behind on it. This process of separating cream from milk is an example of evaporation method. To separate cream from milk is, after boiling the milk we get cream and separate it easily. Impurities. No, salt is obtained from seawater by process of evaporation. It is natural process, evaporation. Impurities settled at the bottom when muddy water was kept overnight in a bucket. The clear water was then poured off from the top. The process of separation used in this example is called decantation. It is decantation method. True or false? A mixture of milk and water can be separated by filtration. It is false. False it is. Milk and water can be separated by evaporation method. A mixture of powdered salt and sugar can be separated by the process winnowing. No, it is also false. Separation of sugar from tea can be done with filtration. It is also false. Grain and husk can be separated with the process of decantation. It is also false. Husk and grains can be separated by winnowing method. Lemonade is separated by mixing lemon juice and sugar in water. You wish to add ice to cool it. Should you add ice to lemonade before or after dissolving sugar? In which case would it be possible to dissolve more sugar? Yes, we have to keep the ice after dissolving the sugar in it. Then it is possible to dissolve more sugar in the solution. Lemonade is the juice, lemon juice and sugar in the water. So this completes your exercise. I'll give you ready question answers. I hope you have written the new terms of the lesson. Children, you can observe here in the picture what it is showed. It is a painted winnowers. Okay. So you have to observe the things which are happening around us and identify which is the method to separate the things.